Begin your meditation by either finding a comfortable seat or by lying on the ground, connecting the backside of your body to the earth. No matter whether you are lying down or seated, place one hand on your heart and one hand on your womb space. Begin to breathe through your hands, feeling your inhales move all the way down to your womb space and up through your heart. And as you exhale, feel your womb space and your heart soften, along with the rest of your body. Keep taking deep breaths all the way in, all the way out, feeling this deeper connection to your heart and your womb. As you breathe deeply and relax, begin to think about all of the things that you're attracted to in the spiritual and metaphysical realms. Are you into astrology or the moon? Are you into crystals and gemstones? Are you into angels or angel numbers or just numerology? Are you into different gods or goddesses or deities or representations of spirituality, representations of different faith? Do you have a certain faith? Are you into herbs and oils and plant medicine? Are you into holistic medicine or Eastern medicine or Ayurveda or traditional Chinese medicine? What are you into that the others around you might not necessarily be into or believe in? What are you attracted to in the spiritual and metaphysical realms that other people deem abnormal or weird, or they don't understand and therefore reject? What do you struggle with believing in even though you are attracted to it? Is there anything that you're drawn to in the spiritual and metaphysical realms that maybe you want to dive deeper into and learn more about, but for some reason there's a resistance and you hold yourself back, maybe because of what others would think, or maybe what you would think, or how that would transform you? What are you resisting that you find yourself attracted to over and over again, regardless? Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Continue to breathe and relax. And now go back to the memories of your mind and go back to your childhood or your early teenage years. And were you attracted to any of these same things in the metaphysical and spiritual realms? Were you attracted to crystals and gemstones or astrology or learning about different numbers? Did you have a lucky number? Were you into learning about different cultures? Were you into anything that had to do with magic or things that weren't of this world? And as you think about these things that you were into when you were a child or a teenager, were any of those things really just kind of taken away from you? Were you told that those things weren't real, that magic wasn't real, or that magic itself wasn't real? Did you get told that you couldn't collect a certain thing that you were into? Did you get told that you couldn't learn more about a certain topic that you were drawn to? Maybe out of your family's beliefs or your own religion or your own beliefs, the things that were indoctrinated into you. Was there a time when you were younger, in your childhood or your teenage years, that you really found yourself believing in magic, or you really, believed in things that were maybe a little bit different? Maybe other people didn't understand those things, but you were still drawn to them, or found yourself surrounded by those things or the information about those things over and over again. Notice what comes up right now. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. What about going into the memories of your young adult years? Was there anything that you were into that maybe wasn't the same for the status quo? Was there anything in the realms of the metaphysical or the spiritual that you were attracted to, but maybe you resisted a little bit because of what others would think, or what your family would think, or how it would affect your life? Were there things from your childhood that you were into that you found yourself also still into in your young adult years? Did you have the freedom to explore those things finally, or did you, even when you had the freedom, resist exploring those topics? Or did you still have some sort of reasoning for not being able to pursue learning more or utilizing those tools? Just breathe into whatever comes up. Now begin to take a scan of your life as a whole, your childhood, your teenage years, your young adult years, all the years that have led you to the present moment right now. And during all of these years of your life, as you look back, can you notice anything from the metaphysical or spiritual realms that has shown up repeatedly to you? Has there been anything that's shown up time and time again? And maybe sometimes you've wanted to learn more, or you actually have pursued learning more, and other times you've resisted, or maybe you've resisted as a whole. But what topics from these places that seem to be a little bit out of this world, or a little bit away from what would be labeled as normal, what always comes up to you? Is it crystals and gemstones? Is it herbs and oils and plant medicine? Is it the stars and the moon and the planets and astrology? Is it some sort of goddess or deity, or some sort of mythological creature? Is it some sort of, way of living? Is it holidays that aren't the traditional holidays? Do you feel drawn to more of the pagan or Celtic holidays? What is it that you are attracted to time and time again? What has been calling you? What have you desired to learn more about? Just breathe into whatever comes. And now I want you to ask yourself a question. I want you to ask yourself why you have not pursued learning more about these topics or this topic that comes to mind? Why do you meet these things that speak to you with resistance? Who told you that it was weird or not okay? What made you decide that magic no longer existed? What has happened in your life to make you no longer have such a desire to pursue these things, even though they continue to show up time and time again? These things that come up, these memories, these reasons for your resistance, these are known as your witch wound, and they lie within your heart and within your sacral center in your creative pelvic bowl. And these witch wounds are strong, for they tell you to not go after your heart or not go after the things that you feel really drawn to that might be different and might be unique. But this witch wound is making itself visible now, and maybe you have multiple witch wounds, but whatever you notice right now, just observe and breathe into it and know that as the wound becomes visible, it begins to air itself out and it begins to self-heal. And now that you've become aware of this wounding on the faith that you have in other things that might not be explainable at this moment in time, this wound that you have on any belief you have towards the spiritual or metaphysical realms. Now that you've become aware of this wound, you know that it is no longer going to hold you back. It is healing. And now you have the freedom and you have the permission to finally pursue what has been calling you. You have the permission to believe again in things that might not be explainable. All that matters is that you believe in them, that you feel the magic, that you know that it's there deep down inside in your heart. Continue breathing deeply into any witch wounds that make themselves visible right now. And take a deep breath in and a deep breath out and clear your mind and continue to relax your body. Continue to relax your mind. Continue to breathe deeply, but bring yourself back to the present moment. And no matter whether you are lying down or seated, just feel yourself in this present moment with eyes closed, breathing deeply with your hands on your heart and your womb space. As you continue to lie here or sit here and breathe and relax with eyes closed, I want you to silently say to yourself or out loud, "Magic is within me and all around me." Magic is within me and all around me. Magic is within me and all around me. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Clear your mind. Notice what comes. Notice how you feel. And now silently say to yourself or out loud, "What I am attracted to is my medicine." What I am attracted to is my medicine. What I am attracted to is my medicine. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Clear your mind. Just come back now. Notice how you feel. Notice what comes up. And as you move forward from this meditation, you now know that what you are attracted to is what you need in the present moment. And the things that come up in your life over and over, these are your dosages of medicine. And as you move forward from this meditation, you believe in the magic of the unexplainable. You know that there's magic inside of you. You have so much creative power. And you know that there's magic all around you. There's so many things that are happening that you can't see or explain, but you just know deep in your heart that they are true. There is magic within you and all around you. Namaste.